Hi guys, just want to take you quickly through how to use the banner plugin. Okay, so what you would do is activate it as normal. Obviously, as you are testing it, you will be getting a restricted version, so you will have to enter a license code. Okay, so the next thing is what you do is you go and you add a banner. Now, the thing about this plugin is it gives you tap to core images on your websites, and it actually allows you to allocate those banners to certain categories. So for example, say if you was building a national site, you would be able to allocate the images that are shown on a site to certain categories, which means you could literally have many clients on one domain. I hope that makes sense. So I've actually prepared one, so let me go to the one that I've prepared. So what you would do is you'd grab the image you want to use, and obviously you need to make the image as inviting and engaging as possible. What we're trying to do is to make this plugin as simplistic as possible as well. So it basically uses the text editor you would use in a post. So I've got an image here, it's for a driving school, and what you would do is just enter the text you want in the actual banner. So let's go Joe loves cake. Okay, so, and you know, you just edit it to how you want it, whether it's the color of the font, whether it's the actual size of the font, you know, just like you would do on a WordPress blog. Now if you had categories, you would actually allocate where the banner would be shown. So when you build out your post, this plugin will create a short code which you just drop into your post. The great thing is you don't need to revisit that post. All you need to do is to come in and edit your banners. So for example, if a company decides they don't want to use your service anymore, no problem, go back in, edit the banner, change the number, and that's it. So let's actually allocate it to this category here. Now you can actually select the different sizes, and this actually produces mobile responsive banners. So you know, it will be viewable on all devices. And let's quickly show you this. Yeah, so you can have a border on. I usually don't. I usually don't align it neither. You can adjust the padding, even the background color. Here's where you'd enter the image you want. Now, as you can see here, this is quite a vivid banner. You can actually change the opacity of the banner by changing it here. So if I wanted it to be slightly lower and more translucent, I would put it to 50, and as you can see, it reflects in the banner itself. So let's pull that back to 100. Okay, now the great thing is you can actually use this to redirect to URLs or to phone numbers. So for example, if you wanted to redirect to a client site, you'd simply put the URL there. Now the display is actually the number. This is actually for you, so it's so you remember what number it is. So let's have a look. If I go 0121 let's make up a number, and say if I put a description, which just again for your purpose, Joe loves cake, and the redirect. Now this is very important. This is where you'd put the actual number you want the tap to call to go to. So if I put in another bogus number, okay, now you can either use the short code, or you can actually place in the HTML, and you can generate that here. Now this is the great thing, which I think would be an absolute killer for the plugin. It has a tap to core button that appears almost like you're on a mobile. So let me demonstrate quickly what I mean. So the tap to core button is actually a button that you can allocate at the bottom of your website. So for example, say if this was a mobile device, this would be your client site, and say for example you could have AdSense on there, you could have tap to core banners in there with clear calls to action. But what also would be displayed which can actually be redirected to categories to your client, is also this tap to call button. Now you can actually change the color of it. You can have it on the left hand side, on the right hand side. But the great thing is, you know, if it's, say for example, a site about plumbing, then rather than having to navigate through the site, they could literally tap this button and be directed straight to your client's phone number. Now the great thing is, in the back end of the plugin, you can track the clicks in terms of page views and also the amount of clicks on the button itself. Okay, so back to the button then. So what you would do is you would enable the button here. You would select the color of the button, and obviously you can, you know, color it anything you want really. I'm going to go for a full bottom button, and then all you would do is actually scroll up, quick publish, and that's it. So we've created a banner, Joe Loves Cake. Joe Loves Cake is actually going to this phone number, which is a client site. Okay, so in the back end, this is the banner we actually created here, banner. This is the short code you can use in your content. This is the HTML code. This is the display number, so we know what number we're actually displaying. This is the redirect number, which is the number it's actually going to, and obviously we've got a description so we can actually track exactly you know, who this actually is for. Now again, like I said, it has analytics in the back. You can track the views, the clicks, the click-through rate, and also you can reset it. And again, this actually applies to both the banner that you create on the page and also the tap to call button at the bottom of the screen. So I've actually got open here a mobile simulator. So as you can see, this is the test blog, just to demonstrate it working. So Joe Loves Cake, again, it's just an imaginary type call to action here, and this is the banner that we created. Now, you know, you can be as adventurous as you want with these banners. Now if I was to click the banner, obviously I'm viewing on a computer, so it's taking me to Skype, and then what you should see in a moment is Skype that actually comes up, but that's not actually what we want it for. So let's go back. So this is actually the resolution of a desktop, and it's obviously, you know, this is what the end user would see. Now let's show you what a mobile user would see. Let's go with the iPhone. So as you can see, you've got the banner still, which is mobile responsive. Obviously you'd have your content here and whatever, but then as you can see here, you've actually got the tap to call button here, and again, that's configured to the phone number that you preset in the back end. Now think about it this way, guys. This is really powerful stuff, because it means you can monetize your sites exactly how you want. You can monetize your sites with banners that link directly to your clients in terms of generating calls for your clients. Now, and you know, ultimately, you know, if you've got a national site which has a lot of first page rankings, imagine if you had a client, or say for example you was using Ring Partner, and you configured the Ring Partner affiliate link phone number to actually link to the call now button. You know, I think it's one of those ones, you either get it or you don't get it. This is actually quite ingenious really, because, you know, it means that, you know, there's no barrier to entry. If end users see the site, they can immediately call straight through to the number of your choice, and you can track it. Now at the moment, this is just a standalone basic version. The second version, I'm thinking about developing, the pro version, will be linked directly to Twilio. So the analytics and everything will be configured to a Twilio account. Now the third option is to build an agency model. Now the agency model is slightly different. Again, it would be linked to Twilio, but it would be like main WP, where you have one installation and you control all your sites from the one installation. So you drop your shortcodes in, you're able to track, monitor your banners, your tap to call buttons, but all from one location. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Hope you enjoy it. Have a play with it. Give me some feedback, and that's it. Cheers.